Have you ever wondered why so many microphones have come on across every corner of culture for the better half of a decade? I know you don't think these podcasts and digital spaces for discourse are a coincidence. Though it's noisy, it's not an accident. It's an alignment. You see, on the Hebraic calendar, we are in the decade of the Pey, the decade of the mouth. Yes, Pey is the 17th letter of the Hebrew alphabet and numerical value of 80. I believe we're in year 5786. Now stay with me now. The window began, according to the Gregorian calendar, September 2019 through the latter part of September 2029. And so looking back, the previous decade was about vision, seeing, perceiving, and revelation. It represented the I-N, A-Y-I-N. But this decade, this era, it demands that we speak about what you've witnessed. We are, past the halfway mark. The luxury of waiting is gone, and the silence is over. And what was revealed in private now requires you to speak in public. I mean, look at what we're witnessing in our public and private sectors. There is a massive breakdown across our society, and it is directly correlated with moral decay in plain sight. People are trafficking through both sacred and secular environments looking for answers where they rarely find refuge, and they leave just as discouraged as they arrive. You see, the old coping mechanisms are failing because you can't fix an alignment issue in the secular world without first addressing the misalignment in the sacred space. I'm Sharmaine Shannel, yes, with an S. And for the last 2.5 decades, I've made corporate spaces my classrooms to study business architecture while turning their back offices into operational sanctuaries. And then I went on to embark on an academic journey, right, in industrial and organizational psychology because I developed a borderline obsession with understanding the makeup of the people who actually manage the rhythms of these environments. You see, I'm resolved that God never intended for me to partition my business acumen from my spiritual convictions. You see, to live an optimal life, we have to integrate ancient biblical principles into how we show up in any setting. Look at the days of Joseph. I think you can find his accounts in Genesis and Exodus. Goshen was a strategic borderland, a place of supernatural plenty, systemic order, and total flourishing, while the global empire of that time was falling into absolute shambles. That wasn't just a historical event. It's an architectural blueprint. Right. Honestly, I'm thinking why can't we win like that again? The level of provision and order is what drives everything I pursue. It is the mandate behind this digital desk, All Things Goshen. When I think about winning, the approach isn't always glamorous. Nor is it about who's first. It's about who endures. And honestly, it reminds me of my time playing basketball. Yeah, I got a late start, right? And I was mid at best, like a typical second string player. But you got to remember, coaches only call on the second string when there's foul trouble, an injury, a court mismatch, or simply the game that got out of hand. So you see, I don't need to know which reason the coach has in mind for this hour. And I'm not here to get hyper spiritual or use $50 theological words just to look smart. I simply want to uncover fundamental plain sight truths that give you the information to walk into a brand new reality wherever you decide to show up. All I know is this thing then got completely out of hand, and I'm coming off the bench to add to the conversation. It's time to go live. So please share the video, subscribe to my channel, and meet me there for the series premiere on July 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you soon.